In today's episode, we will get through the month of August on our Draft Only franchise on MLB the Show 23, facing off today against the Oakland Athletics, who are hovering right around 500. We are 52 and 78 this season. Not going well for us. Not that we had very high expectations of it. We'll be seeing Lima take the mound in this start with a solid 3.49 ERA, 1.31 WHIP, 84 strikeouts through his 85 innings. Probably been one of our best pitchers, if not the best. Taking a look at how we've done in August, continued to struggle for the most part, and decided to play the Athletics. Thought it would be a fun franchise to play, since that was the first team I ever did on the channel here in MLB the Show 23. Was my franchise with the Athletics. Getting things started here with Darryl Hernaiz, who will ground out to third. Nice play made by Mosquera. Bringing up George Valera. Hits this one deep to right field. Jason Gill does track it down now, and 2 outs here. Trying to go 1, 2, 3, and he'll do that with the curveball underneath the zone. Good start for Lima. Not allowing any Athletics hits. McIntyre, he is up with Ken Waldichuk pitching for the Athletics today. We were familiar with him, of course, from that franchise. McIntyre, the very first pitch of the game, he's going yard. That one over the fence, and a quick run to start this game for our leadoff man. Not known for his power, but he has shown flashes of it in this franchise. And still has enough potential that, being at least a decent to solid power hitter in the future is not out of the realm of possibility for him. Just need to keep him healthy. Of course, had that injury that kept him out for a large chunk of this year. The first time he's really had an extended injury in this franchise. 391 feet for McIntyre. Bringing up Jason Gill. He's falling behind 1-2. Hits this one pretty solidly to center, but it is caught. So he is retired. Alberto Rincon also behind 1-2. Pitch high in the zone is cranked to center field, and it is over the wall as well. The second solo homer of this first inning. The team is coming in hot. We typically start these games well, maybe not this well, particularly not in power. That's not the strength of this team at all. But the episode after not taking Higgins, the team's showing that maybe they do have a little bit of power. And that's going to continue. Crushed by Mosquera into left field. That one, no doubt about it. On the 0-2 pitch, you can't leave something like that for our generational player. 21st homer for Mosquera here on the season, and the bats are popping early here in Chicago. 3 solo homers in the first inning. Can Kevin Sandoval keep things up for us? He's up next to hit, but I mean, have we ever even had 3 homers in the same game? We've gotten 3 here in the first inning. Sandoval not going to take this 1 yard, but he does get it through the infield there. So he's got himself a single. Alden Evans hits it right to the glove of the pitcher for out number 2. Waldichuk snags that one. Waldichuk definitely looks different in this franchise than he did in our franchise. He got a face scan update. Not really a face scan. I don't think that's his true face either, but that would be it for our first inning, but a very exciting one at that. Brent Rooker would get himself on base with a walk. He's somebody that kind of turned it on the power-wise in the real MLB this year, so his ratings weren't great when we did our Athletics franchise, but they've improved, and he's obviously now a long-term player for that team. Vasquez with 1 out. He's going to get that lazy fly into right. You'll notice this episode isn't super long. There were a lot of lazy flies like that, and typically I don't like to include a lot of them in the episode just because they're not exciting plays to watch. But I'll include one every now and then. Mosqueda makes the leaping play here, top of the third. Not sure he needed to leap. Maybe he did. It was kind of close, but hey, it looks really cool. And so I'll take it. Generational prospect, making some nice plays, trying to make me feel better about not taking Higgins by having an awesome game to start this one. But Vaughn Brown, the fourth solo homer of this game, first by the Oakland Athletics. You know, no need to be stringing hits together when you can just take these long balls and, you know, get yourself across home plate. Very atypical from what we've seen often in this series here through, I think this is episode 28. Lima there with a nice strikeout. Now he's got George Valera, who is going to extend this third inning for the Athletics. He gets on base with the single and actually the double. He does get that extra base hit. Badu. Fly ball to McIntyre. He gloves it, and we get out of the inning. Wallachuk back for inning number 3. Rincon lazy fly, second of the third inning. Like I said, so many lazy flies in this ball game. And we're going to see not a super lazy fly, but a fly out nonetheless for Mosqueda to get us out of here. And while we're kind of in the middle innings here and we're facing off against the Oakland Athletics, I think it's a good time to talk about that long-term sim for that franchise. I said in the last episode of my Athletics franchise that I would do a long-term sim. Still planning on that. Nice play. Rincon doing the splits to glove that. But that will be happening between this season and next for this franchise. So this is August. Next episode will be September and the offseason. So after that episode, the next baseball video to come out will be my long-term sim of the Las Vegas Athletics in our franchise. Sandoval caught out at the warning track there. Almost our 4th home run. So watch out for that. I'll either do it in place of a MLB the Show 23 draft only franchise episode that day, or I'll do a double upload that day. I'm not sure which I'll do. It just kind of depends on if I have another episode of this draft only franchise recorded when I want to release it. But Athletics starting to build something here with 2 outs, have 2 men in scoring position. Juan Lima needs to avoid letting the Athletics tie this game up here at top of the 5th. That is going to be caught in foul territory by Mosqueda. Lima avoids the jam. Victor Benitez swipes at that one. Ken Waldachuk, I know for a fact from pitching with him myself that slur of it can be quite nasty, so I can't blame him for swiping at that bad boy. But another scoreless inning for our squad. We scored 3 home runs in the first, and we can't do anything after that. Speaking of not being able to do anything, Victor Benitez hasn't done anything on either side, offense or defense, positive for us in this episode. Chapman, he is going to go down swinging on that strikeout. Rincon going to cover the base himself, and another scoreless inning. Still just the 4 solo home runs, the only scores we've seen, and that's going to continue here as Mosqueda is going to chop. The offense was abysmal after that first inning in this game. Just could not get anything going. But Fernando Bruno, another one of our more productive pitchers this year. I had him in our starting 5, but it looks like there was an injury or something that kicked him into a long relief role. But very good in it. 1, 2, 3, striking out the side in the 6th. Sorry, in the 7th. Alden Evans. He will beat that throw. I don't know if he actually beat it, but I just think the throw was offline. So that will be a hit for him, but it would not last long. Like I said, after the first inning, this offense was abysmal, and it's really sad to see that the team has literally one strength right now, and it's contact hitting, and it was not on display at all in this episode. So it came down to the pitching to try to secure this win. As we see Benito Vasquez up to the plate, trying to see if we can at least get a little bit of insurance here in what could be our final offensive series here. Offensive inning, I should say. But McIntyre gets us 2 men on, 1 out. Gill, though, strikes out on the changeup that looked pretty hittable to me, but he was out in front of it. And then Rincon, that's off the glove of first, but it would not delay him long enough to avoid the out. So that brings in Ezra Rodriguez, 6th in the AL in saves, really tied for 5th, despite our team being pretty terrible. So pretty good season from him, and he's going to start this inning well, top of the 9th. Need 2 more outs to get out of this game with a win, but he walks Tyler Soderstrom here to start it. Sweeney on an 8-game hitting streak. Just need 1 more out. Can we get it? Not gonna do it here. Sweeney would extend that hitting streak to a 9th game. Almost got him out of it. 3-0 here. In danger of walking another. This is the bottom of the order. How can we not get 1 more out against the bottom of the order? Now we have to go against the top. Bases juiced. Ernaiz touches down in the outfield, and that's going to score 1. Maybe 2. The second comes across easily and is tied. A blown save from Ezra Rodriguez. We bring in David Ryan, but the torture is not going to stop there, man. You've got to be kidding me. This game looks so promising after the first, and it was just a torturous middle of this game, and we scored a ton in the first. Oakland scores a ton in the 9th, and now all of a sudden the offense, who hasn't scored in 7 straight innings, has to make up a 2-run difference. Mosquera strikes out looking. That's not good. Sandoval gets hit, so he'll get on base. Evans, he strikes out as well. I don't like Alden Evans at all. I'm just going to say that right now. Darren Roman, 0 for 3 today. Can he finally come up with something? It's not going to happen. And we are going to blow this game. One of the more annoying games for me to watch. Took out a lot of the really boring outs, of course, like I said. But this game, not surprising. This team has not been great all year long. What was surprising was the only runs we scored were all home runs. Not typical of this team. At least seeing something kind of different there was fun, but that was all in the first inning. All the fun we had in this game was in the first inning. After that, it was trash. We ended up actually winning a series against the Baltimore Orioles, but we're now in September. We'll be doing call-ups, and we'll be finalizing this season in next episode, which will be coming out soon. And I will see you then.